Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of The Urge Artifacts. Today I am coming at you with another book review, and this time it is The Art of Godzilla Kong: The New Empire. So this is the coffee book table style book that has all the behind the scenes artwork and commentary from the directors and so forth. They made these for the other 4 legendary movies, and I was really excited to get this one. I know the movie came out a few months ago, but this was delayed all the way till June, so we have it now. And I am a huge Monsterverse fan. I loved Godzilla growing up. I loved King Kong growing up. I really liked the movies as they progressed. I think my peak hype was Godzilla vs. Kong, the last movie. So I was really excited to get into this one, and it did not disappoint. So what we're going to do today is we are going to take a nice little look through of this book in case you haven't seen it yet or you're interested in buying it, and that'll be it. So let's get to it. So here we have it, Godzilla Kong: The New Empire, with a nice little picture of Godzilla fighting King Kong in the battle at Egypt. I like how there's the nice foiled colored look to it, which is very in theme with the movie's color design. You'll see that same look on the side, and then on the back it has another piece of concept art, which is the battle at Rio de Janeiro. Now this is the first of these books that has a slip cover. Okay, and there we have the cover of the book without it, and I like just like the very simplicity here, the title and just black. And on the back it's also black. Now this book comes in at 230 pages long, which is actually significantly longer than the Godzilla vs. Kong book, which is only about 150 pages. So that's nice to know right off the bat. And in comparing the two books, you'll see the Godzilla vs. Kong is a little bit higher, and like I just said, also a little bit thinner. And the Godzilla X Kong book is actually longer width-wise, so maybe that adds for some more cinematic horizontal images in the book. Now let's open it up. We have a nice purple page. That looks nice. And what we're going to do is obviously not go through every page, but we'll take a quick look through just so you can get a feel for it. And this is actually the first time I'm looking through it too, so I'm going to be excited and hopefully see some good things as well. Alright, so we got some more concept art. Looks like Battle of Egypt right there. Title page, and let's look at the contents real quick. So we have a foreword by Tom Hancock. Not actually sure who that is, so we'll hopefully find out. Introduction by Adam Wingard, which he also did in the Godzilla vs. Kong book. Acknowledgements, and then we have Part 1, The New Empire. Part 2, The Titans. Part 3, Heroes of Hollow Earth. Part 4, Tech. So I'm assuming that's the Heave and the Beast Glove and so forth. Part 5, The Surface World. Part 6, Journey into the Hollow Earth. Part 7, The Scar King's Realm. Part 8, The Alliance. And Part 9, Conclusion. One of my favorite things about the new Monsterverse movies, especially the last 2, is all the lore and the layouts of the Hollow Earth. So I'm really excited to see images of that because I love the Hollow Earth, and I hope we get to see more and more of that in the Monsterverse. Like, for example, this picture right here looks like one of the opening scenes where Kong is getting chased by all the wart dogs, and it's just kind of like a different view, and I really love it. So here is Tom Hancock, and he's actually the production designer, so we know who he is. So very relevant to the art of the film. And here we have a nice image of Adam Wingard in a kind of construction gear. This is what I'm talking about. Here's just a cool image of Kong and the Scar King battling in the zero gravity scene, which, we saw that scene in the movie, but just really neat to see what was in their heads as they went through making it. So we are going to browse through some of these additional pages. Concept art for Kong. Concept art for Zuko. Check out that look at Zuko. We have Mothra. The Scar King. Very interesting look on the Scar King here. I like this Scar King actually. Even though I really did like the Scar King in the movie. I thought they could have made him a little bigger and more menacing, but his persona was actually the true threat and his intelligence. Check out this one with the mohawk. Check out all these Scar Kings with the mohawks. Wow. And the final rendition. We have Shimo, looking very different in all these images than what the final look was. This Shimo right here actually almost looks like a Godzilla face. So that would have been interesting if they were relatives. And these ones look a little bit more like a horizontal Godzilla almost. Final rendition of Shimo. You have the Drowned Viper, the Verticines. I do like how they added a lot of additional fauna in the Hollow Earth to kind of deepen the setting. Okay, then we have the heroes of the Hollow Earth, so all the people. The characters in this movie I thought were fine. A lot of people bash the human characters, but you have to have them. Gia was the most important thing to me, and I did think they kind of weakened that relationship with Kong. Not intentionally, but they just didn't have as many moments with her and Kong, so it wasn't as impactful as it was in the Godzilla vs. Kong movie. One of the reasons I ultimately put Godzilla vs. Kong ahead of this film. There's Gia. Bernie, Trapper. Then we come to Tech. A lot of renditions of the Heave 2.0, which I thought was fine. The Beast Glove, which I know a lot of people thought that was very contrived, but to me it was okay. It gave Kong the kind of that like edge that he needed to compete. And then we have a lot of stuff on the surface world. Here's what Adam Wingard referenced to Godzilla being a little bit like his cat, the way he sleeps and behaviors and stuff. Then we have a section on Godzilla's evolution, which obviously was a huge part of the movie. And here's the image that you see a lot online on Instagram and stuff, showing the comparison between Godzilla pre-evolution and post, and he obviously was a lot bigger and more athletic looking. A lot of people talk about the loss of weight in his stomach, but he definitely gained it up here in his upper body bulk, and it looks like he got a little higher too, even though he wasn't built that way. Even his feet and toes got bigger, so he definitely took a big step up in this movie. Tiamat art. Oh, this is a nice image of the Monarch base. I'll look at that a little later. Then we go into the journey through Hollow Earth. So this is probably going to be one of my favorite parts of the book because I like to explore the lore and the landscape. Nice comic board of the Kong versus the Warthogs. And here's Kong finding the subterranean realm, which I do want to look at closely because it's kind of interesting trying to conceptualize the subterranean realm within the Hollow Earth. Because once they got in there, it just looked like a ceiling of the Hollow Earth like anything else. But you got to imagine it as like a Hollow Earth within a Hollow Earth, which is definitely interesting. The colors were one of the coolest part, I thought, of the subterranean realm. You know, you had all these colors you could see in the movie of the landscape around it. The famous Super Titan, which was huge. That'll be nice to get some more tidbits on. This is a really cool shot of the size of it compared to Kong and Zuko. I haven't seen that one before. A cool map of the jungle ruins. Alright, so we get to see the iwi's kind of entrance. Some cool set pieces. And then just flipping through a little bit more, a little quicker. So we have the iwi pyramids. Then we have the Scar King's realm, which will be great. Nice shot of Shimu coming out of her cave to face Kong. Much of the concepts of the apes, and really cool. You got the loyal apes to the Scar King. And then more on the Scar King's realm, which would be really cool to look into in more depth. And then we lead to the showdown between Kong and Godzilla in Egypt. And I thought that fight was really well done. They kind of gave Kong his moment to get the upper hand. He was obviously not trying to finish Godzilla or anything like that, and Godzilla was definitely trying to finish him again. But I thought that was good with kind of Mothra bringing them together. And then we finish off with the final battle, which looks to have some awesome art. Like, look at this image of Godzilla shooting this beam, and you could see just how big it is around them in the Hollow Earth. Then finally, the battle at Rio de Janeiro, and some ending art with that. And that is it. And a beautiful picture of the Hollow Earth to end it. Alright guys, and then we have a final little shot of all 5 of the Monsterverse art books. So if you are interested in getting the collection, you can still get them right on Amazon. Definitely variations between the books, definitely differences in the size of them. Kong Skull Island is taller than the Godzilla, the first Godzilla book, and the King of Monsters is also taller. Godzilla Kong, the New Empire, is more horizontal. You know, so they won't look exactly the same if you have them all lined up on the shelf, but still very cool collection for a Monsterverse fan, and I'm really excited to get into the new book. All right, there we have it, everybody. Godzilla Kong, the New Empire, the Art of book. If you haven't picked it up yet and you're a big fan, consider doing it. I hope you enjoyed the video and it helps you. As always, stay tuned for upcoming videos. Keep on collecting, keep on having fun, and have a great day. Thank you.